but Kansas City probably still wins that division, I would say. I want to get to Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. I think that Cardinals fans should be excited. I think that as a Texans fan, probably not happy that DeAndre Hopkins is gone. Sorry, Brett, because I know you're a Texans fan. But, yeah, they got DeAndre Hopkins now. I felt that Andy Isabella and Christian Kirk are good, but do they have a number one wide receiver? Well, guess what? Now they got one of the 3 best wide receivers in all of football in DeAndre Hopkins. And I got to be honest with you, I don't think Kyler Murray is quite there yet, but in about 2 to 3 seasons, I think Kyler Murray can be one of the 5 best quarterbacks in football. I don't know if you agree with me, but I see the dynamic arm. I see the accuracy. I see the things you just can't teach. And Kyler Murray just has some of those things that you just can't teach. He has a pretty good football IQ. A lot of people don't give him credit for that. And, the offensive line, I think is going to be better this year if he gets the ball in his hands a little bit more quickly, if he processes things better. I think that Josh Jones was a steal. And obviously, they brought in Isaiah Simmons. Again, we talked about dynamic players. Isaiah Simmons is dynamic. They've got Chandler Jones. And I think that Kyler Murray is going to be one of the quarterbacks that actually kind of breaks out this year. I don't know if Arizona is going to make the playoffs this year because I think their roster still has some holes in it. But I think they're going to be vying for a playoff spot potentially. With that extra playoff spot, they could be a dark horse. So, what is Kyler Murray's ceiling? Can he be a top 5 quarterback one day? Because I think he can be. And how do you think that DeAndre Hopkins fits in with their offense? And what do you think about the Cardinals this year?
Yeah, and Hopkins is a perfect fit because they really needed a boundary threat that could go up and get it and fight for contested passes. Because Kyler is even as a rookie, he's one of the best fade throwers in the whole league in terms of his touch, his timing, his placement. On fades, anything down the field outside the numbers, he is ridiculous. It's very Aaron Rodgers-esque, when Aaron was young in his career, just throwing these darts that you don't know how the hell he fit it in there. Kyler's the same kind of guy. And so to have a guy like Hopkins that can pay that off, where you just put it in the right zip code and he's going to make you right, that's a phenomenal get by them. And not even having to spend a first-round pick on it's really insane. Christian Kirk, I think, is a really good young slot receiver. Larry Fitzgerald, even in his old age, is still reliable, dependable Larry. He's always going to be. Andy Isabella, I wasn't a huge fan of coming out of the draft, but he's got legit deep speed. So really, you just kind of hope to get him the ball 2 or 3 times a game and hope that one of them's for 60 yards, and he already pays for himself. Hakeem Butler is another really good jump ball artist that unfortunately was dealing with some injuries as a rookie, but their top 5 receivers on that depth chart all have a role, and they're all really good at their role. The offensive line, I still think, isn't all the way there, but I really like the Josh Jones pick in the 3rd. I thought he was going to be a first-round pick, so to get him in the 3rd is pretty insane. Really good pass protector, an immediate upgrade over Marcus Gilbert. And, if you have an offensive line that can at least give him a little bit more time, that means you don't have to run as many 6- and 7-man protections. You can kind of get 5 guys out in the route where Kyler's more comfortable, really spread defenses out and let him just kind of play point guard. So, tight end is probably the only real hole left on that offense, which is fine because they don't really use the tight end in this offense that much anyway. So I really like the Cardinals. I think their defense is a lot of young talent. Their offense is a lot of young talent. And I think Cliff Kingsbury is a dynamic head coach. So, again, love what the Cardinals are doing. I think it's going to be them and Seattle and San Francisco all fighting for the division all the way till week 17.
I tend to agree. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.